Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basic Monsters Game Day podcast on SportsZone Chicago. I'm Ivan Vargas. We got my boy Luke Nettles and our boy Marco Velasquez with us. Halftime, Tennessee Titans and Baltimore Ravens tied 10-10. It's like I said, man, a dogfight. Another close, tight game between the Titans and the Ravens. I expect nothing less, and I expect this one to go down to the wire. Luke, man, when you had called it AJ Brown and Ferkser being big for the Titans, it looked at the start that they were going to just run away with it, and then all of a sudden you saw Baltimore catch up. But talk about that start for the Titans real quick.
No, they came out good. I mean, Henry started going. They started using the play action. AJ Brown, stepping up, making some sick catches. One-handed catch there. Ferkser, he's just like a guy that they spoke about it in the broadcast. They said that basically this guy is taking over for Adam Humphries, kind of running some of his routes. So he's not really running the traditional tight end routes, but they're mixing it up. They're keeping him with some receiving routes, some tight end routes. So they're doing their best to keep Baltimore off their guard. And then the other thing I just wanted to point out real quick is just that this is the whole reason why I am not a Lamar Jackson fan. You saw him right there at the last 30 seconds. The dumbass throws a little shovel pass 6 yards behind the line. Like, dude, come on. And then the way that this guy his decision making is just like, dude, you're the only person you're hurting is yourself. So yeah, I mean it's a tight game. I mean it is what it is. It's basically and this happens to every team. Lamar's going to get a run. I mean that's just who he is. We all know that. But if you could keep it to if you could limit it to that one touchdown run, then I think you guys will be fine. Because like I said, I just don't believe in that guy's decision making process.
Marco, how do you feel about the first half, man?
Just as I thought, 10-10 right now. It's I think it's level between both teams right now. Got to give credit to Luke. He definitely called it. For the first half. I mean, I think Anthony Ferkser had some catches that really moved the ball for the Tennessee Titans. And right now, obviously, most of the Titans season, Derrick Henry, I believe they kept him at 10 carries, only I believe 77 rushing yards at the moment. Henry
has 10 carries, 18 yards. AJ Brown caught 3 passes for 52 and a touchdown, and Ferkser has 2 for 44.
And like I said, it's definitely a tight game right now. We expected nothing less. Hopefully the second half is definitely, let's see if it becomes a Derrick Henry show at this point.
Right.
One thing I will point out that I'm definitely, I think it's quite essential to, to the game we're about to watch in the second half. Titans sacked Lamar Jackson 4 times, something that they failed to do throughout the regular season. So they're containing him. I can't look past that. It's we're containing him, and obviously, like Luke said, he's gonna get a big run. That's that's a no doubt. That's a no brainer. It's gonna happen. But if Tennessee's offense can be a little more productive as far as in the second half, we might see a good second half.
Derrick Henry didn't get going until later in that the last time they met on the walk-off. He didn't get going until later in that second half. So I mean, that's what you have him there for. The guy's your closer. You like Derrick Henry's star is fine. If he gets going, great. That means you're in control of the game. But if he gets going in the second half, that means and you're in a tight game or you have the lead. Man, good luck to the team that's defending, because he gets going downhill. It's hard to stop him. And we saw that in the last game between the Ravens and the Titans. Ryan Tannehill's been doing, just a great job at playing, just managing the game. I mean, he's playing quarterback. He's playing great quarterback. He's making great throws, great decisions. He's 9 of 13 for 100 yards and a touchdown. I would like to see them amp up the runs, even if they have to punt and play field position. Amp up the runs, because you're gonna want to go play action in the fourth quarter. You're gonna want to try to go deep in the fourth quarter if the game continues to stay close like this. You don't want to stray away from the run. You want to keep that defense honest. So I feel like in this third quarter, you're going to see a heavy dose of Derrick Henry. Marco, how do you feel about this second half for the defense? We talked about Lamar Jackson's run, and like Luke said, Lamar's he's going to make a play. The guy's a play. He's going to make a play. It's the passing game that's the big concern. And whether he has playmakers or not, he has to make smarter decisions. But I want to talk about that run. Was it Bird or Bard? Bard came down on the run. Bard came down on the run. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I understand you having to attack, but you also have to remember to contain. You can't get down and just let the entire outside go. I would have liked angle to the sideline and shut the sideline down, forcing him back on the play. He took a bad angle and got burned for it. You can't have that in the second half.
And yeah, and with that touchdown run, I think we all saw it. It's Kevin Byard he played that run terribly. Instead of at least angling the play towards the sidelines, you decide to attack him. And I'm sorry, but it's at that point it looks like you're trying to catch Usain Bolt at that point, because it's like he's gonna juke you, he's gonna outrun you, and that was a mistake on his end. And hopefully if Mike Vrabel right now during halftime, he's looking at the defense and he's telling them, guys, you're doing a great job. You're containing. You're bringing pressure, you're making Lamar uncomfortable. The score is 10-10. The way I see it, it's still anybody's ball game. Defense is stepping up right now. So again, you touched on it, a couple minutes ago. Let's see if this becomes the Derrick Henry show. And play action is definitely going to be very crucial in the fourth quarter, because at that point you get a tired defensive Baltimore team going out there and saying, all right, do we still focus on Derrick Henry, or who are we going to do? What are we going to do now? They're still going to keep feeding him the ball. Is he going to get a big run? But that's just what Henry has been known for. For a couple seasons now, you're going to break down these defenses. You're tiring them out. These guys, are hopefully we can keep the offense out there for a while, just wearing them down.
Yeah, and I feel like the defense of Baltimore, they're playing great. They're like you had alluded to earlier, like we were talking about, man. It's going to be a hard hitting type of game. And both teams are coming out there trying to hit hard. They're trying to knock each other out. The defense for Baltimore has done a great job, after the initial start, because I felt like they were just getting burnt. It was the Titans made plays and the Ravens defense didn't. And then all of a sudden they got switched over, and then you saw life from that Ravens defense late. They were able to just shut down the Titans in back-to-back drives. And really just completely shut them down. There was no movement from the offense after seeing them consistently move the ball down the field earlier in the first half. It was like they just flipped the switch and they decided to lock in and they shut them down. I want to know, do you think that this time around, do you think that they're going to really, I guess, man up and stand up to Derrick Henry and the Titans and not get ran over? Because we seen it last time, being a close game. Baltimore, if they get down or they have to play from behind, it gets to be a problem for them because of Lamar in the pocket. And it's not necessarily Lamar navigating the pocket. It's what's going on downfield. Where are the playmakers downfield? Are they even there? You've seen him hit the tight end Andrews. You've seen him hit Marquise Brown a couple times, and they're big plays, but they're not. They're for none. Four receptions, 63 yards. That's your leader, Marquise Brown. You're getting one. And then everybody else is one at a time. Are you trying to spread around to everyone? I don't know. Maybe lock on a guy. Maybe start trying to target a guy. And I think that guy would be a Mark Andrews. But I don't know. I feel like Lamar has a. I think the Ravens. I wouldn't even go with Lamar. I think it's the Ravens more so than it's just him as a player that have a problem with having playmakers to help him. He's a playmaker himself, but if the guys downfield can't get open, what can he do in the pocket? What can he do in the pocket? You know what I'm saying? Like he's just there. And I feel the same about Ryan Tannehill. If you can't get Derrick Henry going, then you become one dimensional, and it's like, okay, we could start pretty much cheating a little bit towards that and start sending our guys, maybe send some guys on a blitz, start putting pressure on Ryan Tannehill. I feel like the second half is going to be it's going to be fun. It's going to be on the defenses. Do you think that you think that's going to hold true?
I mean, that I think it's definitely going to hold true. I mean, I think one big picture that I'm looking at with Tennessee's offense right now, and I feel like, Arthur Smith has to make a couple changes because Derrick Henry wasn't a factor in the first half. I mean, A.J. Brown has some big catches. Ferkser has some big catches. So if Derrick Henry is not getting going, to their liking, start utilizing those tight ends a little more. Jonnu Smith, have him, get those yards or whatnot. Let's start moving the ball upfield. I just didn't see a big spark from Tennessee as far as, moving the ball upfield. Some of those drives, I feel like they ended way too quickly because of lack of, production as far as, getting those yards. Start using Ferkser more. It's like if you're going to compare him to, being, Adam Humphries, replacement, have him get those, first downs on third down, don't, give those short passes, you name it. I feel like they can use McNichols a little more, I feel like he's definitely good in that aspect. He has the speed to do these things.
Right.
But we'll see how, Tennessee's offense, sparks up a little bit in the second half.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Check me out in the Barely pregame show at 2:00 following this. We're going to go ahead and check out the second half of Ravens and Titans right now. Until then, man, Marco, thank you for coming on, bro. I hope
Thanks for having me, guys.
Your Titans pull it off, man. Like I said, it's a good game so far. You know what I mean? But hopefully the Titans pull it off so you could have a good Sunday.
All right, for sure, guys.
Take care.
All right, Marco. All right, guys, this is Marco Velasquez. It's a good game. It's a good game. It's going to get a little tighter. It's going to get a little tighter. Somebody's going to get desperate. I'll say that. Somebody's going to get desperate. We'll see which team that'll be. I just feel like Titans have the playmakers that can make plays downfield. And the Ravens don't. That's what it is to me. They have playmakers that can make plays downfield, and the Ravens don't.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, and I don't know why teams haven't figured this out, but I've been paying attention to Baltimore. I'm not watching them, every day and night, but just something I've picked up on them, and this has been since about the middle of the season. It seems like anytime they get a big play, they on offense, let's say they go down, they score, they get a big play like that big run that Lamar just did. Every single time, the first snap of the other team's drive is blitz. And I don't understand why teams are not picking up on this. Like this, don't run a play action if they're going to come, they're bringing, it's going to take too long to develop. But this is the thing that I'm telling you, just watch it. If Tennessee can push it and then let's say boom, an interception happens or something like that. You watch Tennessee when they come back and get on the field. Just watch that Ravens defense. It's like clockwork, man. They always do it, and I feel like that's something that people need to know because I feel like once they bring that blitz, you run your little back out, make them go out and then cut them back in behind those linebackers that are blitzing, and that's wide open.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, check me out at on the Barely pregame show in about 19 minutes now. Man, big game coming up for the Bears. Big game going on right now between Tennessee and Baltimore. We're going to go ahead and check that out. Till then, y'all, peace.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.